Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be a kind of get ready with me. I try to recreate a look I found online sort of thing. I will pop up the picture here that I found online and I will try my best to give credit. I found this on Pinterest, but it was posted by Lime Crime Makeup and they're crediting at Lauren Rohrer. It is a very grungy but like beautiful look that I'm just like, wow. I also don't even know if I have the colors to create that. I love just like the super intense makeup looks like these. Oh man, they're so good. Alright, I'm thinking probably do the eyes first since there's a lot going on. So I'm going to really focus on that. I mean, that's really all the focus of this look is the eyes. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and we will get to blending and shit. Hopefully I can do even half good as what this girl did. So I need browns and they're pretty warm tone, and then I need a blue. Oh lord. This Morphe 25A Copper Spice palette is pretty much all browns. I think I've said my gripe with certain Morphe palettes over and over again, so I'm not going to, but this might actually come in handy with the fact that it's all brown. So we shall see. So I'm probably going to use a mix of that, and then depending on kind of tones and stuff, I might need to mix in a couple ColourPop singles. I am a creature of habit, as we know, and alright, she does take it pretty much everywhere, and I just want to be able to get like that rich color off of these pigments. So generally if there's a base of some sort, it helps the eyeshadows kind of blend better, not catch anything weird on my skin. Not that I have anything like extremely weird with my eyelids, like I don't really have oily or like I don't really have any issues with oily or dry eyelids or anything. But, you know, I just want to like give my eyeshadows the best chance they have of blending and color payoff. Guess I'm just going to start going with browns. So I have a pretty small amount of makeup brushes, and so I pretty much use the same ones all the time. But just so I don't have to like continuously repeat myself, even though I probably still will, I basically use a mix of Wet n Wild blender, like I don't think these have a name. If they do, I've rubbed it off at this point, but it's just a Wet n Wild kind of like crease blending brush, which these are like my favorite. And then I also jump between the Storybrooke Cosmetics blending brushes, like precision blending, or I don't know exactly what they're called. Yeah, and they don't really have like names on the brushes, but I kind of just jump between these. The Storybrooke one basically just has two different sizes of it, but I mean, they're essentially all just like blending brushes. So I'm pretty much going to jump in with those. So like I said, I'm using this Copper Spice Morphe palette. So the tones are just like, they're almost like red toned. So I guess I'm just going to start building color and hope for the best. Ugh. I'm going to go with this one here because it seems relatively orange red toned. It's more like orangey, but we're going to start with that. And just start building it up. So I'm going to, it's pretty much a flat color all over the lid, and then just the blue on the inner corner, which still I don't even know if I have anything like that bright. So I'm just gonna start building this up. I'm trying my best to like leave this inner part alone, just because I don't really know if I have like the right blue. So I'm like a little worried about that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But we'll see. So this, I actually don't think this is too far off from the color she used. I'm probably gonna go over top of it with like a red just to really help give it that color. Oh, she also doesn't do, I'm such in a habit of doing such an intense, she doesn't do that shit. Honestly, like when I do makeup, I literally do want it to just be like something super intense on the eye because I think that looks so cool. I'm like all for that look. But I'm also aware that like, one, I literally like never really do my makeup other than just for creative purposes. but I also never leave my apartment, so I really, like, it kind of shocks me. I never use browns, like, ever. Like, I always gravitate towards, like, pinks and, which is very weird. But in makeup, I just always, in my eyeshadow, I should say, I always gravitate towards, like, pinks and I don't even know what else, honestly. Like, reds and golds and, but I almost never lean towards a brown. This brush is also pretty big, so I do like this a lot for laying down like the base color. So I think I'm basically just gonna hold it there. So this is the Stay Golden color and this is the Totally color. I think I'm gonna try Stay Golden just because it's a little more like, Jesus, muted brown toned, and I think that's what I need. Literally just kind of brush over the eye with it just because I just need that more like red brown, not just like straight brown, if that makes sense. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been doing roughly once a week IGTVs that are either styling videos or makeup videos, and the one I posted yesterday, no, not yesterday, last week, my days are all messed up, you can follow me on there on Instagram. The one I posted last week was kind of like a more like crazy avant-garde eye look, and I was kind of like explaining that I was adding all these colors but then going over them with a different one to kind of give it all the same tone, and like I felt like it made sense, but still when I did it I was like, this, I can't tell if this is like pointless. If I should have done it differently from the beginning, I don't know. I already think that like added such a good tone to it. I'm going to kind of smudge a dark brown, maybe even just, yeah, probably a dark brown into my kind of lash line because she has falsies on and I don't plan on putting that on. So to kind of really like emphasize my lash line, I'm going to kind of smudge in something. Did that make sense? I know I have a pencil. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this e.l.f. Kohl, which is the line or anything. I am trying to keep it just along the lash line. Alright, so it's a little bit messy, but we got the line in there. That's what matters. I am going to still kind of go in with my like EcoTools smudger brush, precise blending brush, whatever they call it, and go in with a dark brown. Alright, so I feel like that took way longer than it needed to. Classic. The Elfish I felt didn't really like have the depth I was looking for, so just with how I felt this was kind of coming together, I needed the black almost, which I don't think, it wasn't like the most intense black ever, so I think that kind of helped it out, that it didn't like totally just like take over. So I think now is the real challenge of trying to find a blue that I can shove in my eye. I'm trying to look, I think she has the slightest bit of like just something under, but it's really, it looks almost like she doesn't. So I'm just gonna take what's kind of left on my smudger and put it kind of in my lash line area. Really trying to like not go crazy, but just give it some kind of like dimension. And I think I just went too much, but okay, we need a blue. So I own some blues. Piece of Cake by ColourPop. I own the blues in this Spectrum palette. That's probably the only one that's like roughly the right shade. So, oh, I also do have my In Studio Jaded single. Alright, so I grabbed these on a flat kind of shader brush, which is pretty big, but it's kind of like the only flat thing I have minus my concealer brush, and I feel like that's like really small. I am a little nervous. I'm gonna want to put like concealer down, but maybe I'll be okay. So I'm really just like patting this very carefully because I don't want this to get like everywhere. She clearly has it a little bit onto her eyelid, so I'm gonna kind of just start with that and then move it out. Alright, I think, no, I feel like that's not like too far off. I'm gonna take a white onto the inner part of my eye on the bottom just to help. kind of the lightness in there. Alright, so my Lorac and Dead Mantan Hotels, you're gonna want a light highlight or a super bright shimmer, which I'm now actually realizing if I want this to stay at a drugstore. ColourPop singles, again, always, these are the go-to. I'm gonna use, let me explain, Protea, which is kind of a gold just in the blue part, because it looks like she put it right on the inner part and then kind of like spread it up. If that makes sense. Alright, so she does have pretty strong eyebrows. I'm not a huge eyebrow person, just personally. So I'm just going to do what I normally do and kind of fill them in. I literally just fill in like the sparse areas. I don't really do anything fancy. I'm literally just going to put on, honestly, some bronzer and probably call it there. So I'm going to go in with my, what am I going to do today? I think I'm going to do this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. She has like a nice, like, either very, like, I can't tell if it's blush or if it's bronzer kind of built up, but it's really pretty. But I also have a very just like red face, obviously. So I don't normally do that. This bronzer has shimmer to it. I just realized that. Which I feel like, again, I thought I'm trying to figure out if it's an overspray or not. But I have a feeling it's not. How do I feel about shimmery bronzer? It's kind of weird in the winter time. Oh my god, my whole forehead's shiny. I don't know if I like this. Oh no. Oh no, did I make a mistake? I'm gonna go in a little bit with the shade Caribbean and this blush just because she has really blushy, like high cheekbones. And it looks so pretty and I want that. And then I'm honestly, because I'm just feeling it at this point, I'm going to go pretty hard on the highlight. I've been really into a powder highlight lately. She has this gorgeous red lip, like a deep blood red lip. My lips are not going to like this at all. And I'm going to do something that I kind of like have seen vaguely on the internet that I will probably talk about in a future video, but it's more so I did not come up with this idea. It's an idea from Snitchery, who is a makeup, she does cosplay, that's what she does. Basically she has this like trick of like doing her lips that it's very much like making them tall instead of like and more full, and so I've been kind of doing that and it's been really actually interesting and kind of fun. Alright, so I'm gonna use this ColourPop one because I'm trying my best to do things that like you're able to purchase if you want, which I haven't even checked if they still have this, but jeez. Alright, so it's not very much red. It's more brown, but it's kind of the best thing I got, so I'm sorry. This is a very pretty color that I really, really like if you're into ColourPop lipsticks, and I think this one is really, I think their formula is super comfortable. Always get the, if you've never shopped ColourPop liquid lip things, get the, is it satin finish? Let me check before I say anything incorrect. Ultra Satin Lip. How do we feel? Is it too much? I mean, probably, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap that up here. Hopefully I did, I want to attempt to give credit again. Lauren Rohrer? I'm really sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. I think she is gorgeous. I think her work is incredible. I will link her Instagram down below. Go check it out. I will probably be stalking her later tonight. No, but seriously, she's super talented, so go check it out. I just saw this on Pinterest and thought that it looked incredible, and I don't think I did it to the level that she did at all. I mean, damn. So that is all. What you think? Is there any other looks you'd want me to try and recreate? Anything that you've seen that you're like, wow, how did they do this? You'll see me get stressed out and confused for 45 minutes and maybe come up with something kind of close. So that's all I can really give you. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on social media, Instagram at Shelbo_Lynn. Check out my website, shelbylynnlives.com. Yeah, stick around. Subscribe if you haven't. Hello? Like, what? There's lots of good stuff coming. I'm really excited. If you ever have any video ideas you want me to create, let me know. I'm like so up for anything. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.